Indiana Jones sees the return of Harrison Ford's classic character. The last time we saw Indiana Jones was when he rode off into sunset with his father and friends, and not the time where he survived a nuke in a fridge, met an alien, or his son was Shia LaBeouf. None of that happened.
And now for our feature presentation.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is about Indiana Jones racing against time with his goddaughter to retrieve a legendary artifact that can change the course of history. When looking through classic movie characters, Indiana Jones is definitely going to pop up in there. This man is so slick and cool. He didn't always get out of a situation unscathed, but with that whip and hat, this man was styling. Look at how cool this guy looks running away from a boulder. Well, now, he does not look that good. This man is old. Watching Harrison Ford in this made me realize this guy is old as hell. This man is so old, George Washington cut down his Christmas tree. No. He is so old, his telephone number was 1. I'm totally not reading these jokes off a website, by the way, but the movie is at its peak whenever the film explores the subtleties of him being too old. I thought Harrison Ford had outgrown the character, but he slips back into the role perfectly. This is not the cool and hip Indiana from back in the day. This one is old and shriveled. He can't just pick up a paper and start reading about artifacts. He has to pick up the paper, adjust his glasses, and swallow his medicine pill, and then start. He can't run as fast anymore. Kids are falling asleep during his lectures. Whenever things get scary, he calls the police instead of whipping them up. When the movie explores this aspect, it's flawless, as it shows that Indiana Jones is in a world that's outgrown him, unfortunately. It's executed well and subtly, and I really wish this movie explored more of this aspect of this classic character. In emotional moments, when he's angry, and even when he's snarky, you can tell this character still belongs to Harrison Ford, and no one can replace that. Once Indiana Jones is put back on the saddle, he doesn't do it alone. When it comes to Indiana Jones and his sidekicks, they are always hit or miss. In the original, you got the classic Marion, and Temple of Doom, you got the cute short round, and I'm gonna try and forget the other girl.
The biggest trouble with her is the noise.
You got his dad in Last Crusade and their bond is sweet. Then in the Alien one, you got Shia LaBeouf. No disrespect to him, but anyway, here we get Helena Shaw, Indiana's goddaughter, and while she's not insufferable and her actress Phoebe Waller-Bridge is great, her comedic moments don't land, and it comes off more aggravating at times than mildly annoying. She's not the worst Indiana sidekick, and she does have her moments, but she winds up falling a bit flat. The action in the movie is a highlight. While it won't stand up to the original trilogy, it's executed better and is more memorable than the Crystal Skull. It's all shot well, and even the opening scene with the CGI de-aged Harrison Ford is fun, despite it being drawn out. The effects on Harrison are some of the best in terms of breaking down an actor's age, but there are moments in the action where you can tell it looks kinda bad and weird. However, the chase scenes are fun, and while they start to become drawn out, they still have a rush to them. John Williams crafted a brilliant, memorable score for the first film, and he brings back his musical chops once more for a grandiose score that sweeps up the moments in every scene. Hearing Indiana Jones' theme in a theater, along with other musical cues to play up the mystery in this movie, never fails. The villains are ultimately forgettable. They are ruthless though and pack a punch, making the outing between them and Indiana more brutal than previous installments. While the characters themselves aren't memorable, the way they just randomly kill people off leaves a lasting effect. The movie's runtime and moments that try and recapture the magic of the original movies end up failing, and it bogs down the film's chance of being memorable. I don't want to spoil it, but the climax is absolutely ridiculous, and it worked, but it also didn't because of how bizarre it was. When you see the final climax, you may be conflicted on it yourself, but the movie also feels like it's trying too fast to wrap it up, and it kind of feels like an abrupt ending to what's supposedly the final film of the franchise. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is long and overall not memorable, but the powerful music of John Williams, Harrison Ford's charisma, and the entertainment value may not help it become better than the original trilogy, but at least it's better than the one with the fridge.
Groaning like a geezer.